Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Wherever to find yourself in this weird, wild, wacky world we're in. This is another scene for Unmask Orlando, the vampire venue. This evening's scene brings us to the apartment of one Alexandra Diamond, where her and her sire are getting ready to head out, and I do believe they intend to pick up her childer, as there have been some dangerous events as of late.
Very danger. Yeah, I guess we're gonna go down and get in the car. Hmm. While going downstairs, I'll actually have George drive, and I'm going to call Fernan to make sure he's ready.
Okay.
'Cause he's a little shit. Yeah. Ring ring!
Good lord.
God damn it, man. Hello?
Hey Fernan, are you ready to move out?
What do you mean move out?
Didn't you get my text?
Oh, oh, oh. Yes, I did. Just, when was this again?
Uh, on my way. We're on our way. Anyway, you can send away whatever whore you have in the house and pack your things. You're gonna come with us.
Even my whore?
No.
Oh, how very sad. And here I thought you'd finally agreed.
Ah, jeez. You were supposed to be ready for this.
I'm just fucking with you.
You better be. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
you're meeting my sire today, so you better be on your best behavior, okay?
Yes, why wouldn't I be in my best behavior when I'm meeting my dear old granddaddy?
Word of advice. Do not say that.
Uh,
Okay?
well,
Okay, we'll be
goodbye.
there in about 20 minutes, so.
He just hangs up after he says goodbye.
Mm, very unruly.
Sounds like you picked a real winner.
Well, he gets things done, don't have any doubts about that, but. He likes to annoy me for some reason.
I mean, you did the same to me, so.
Oh well, then. That's for different reasons. But anyway, let's be on our way. Now I'm gonna make car sounds. Nope. Anyway, no, I'm not gonna do it. We're gonna arrive at Fernand's apartment. Knock on the door.
He opens the door.
I'll go and kiss him on the cheek. How are you, kiddo?
I'm doing well, mother.
She roll her eyes. This is George, my sire. This is Fernan, my child.
Hello, sir. I am Fernan Estevez. Pleased to meet you.
George Dukas.
Is going to put up a hand to shake his hand. Try to even.
He'll accept the handshake. There is clearly some potence there. Quite a bit of it, in fact. He doesn't, use it, but it's pretty clear that
Mm-hmm.
it's there.
You're so kind. How did you ever get such a child as her?
He raises an eyebrow.
And Alex will give him a stern look.
Just kidding, just kidding. I'll behave.
Fernan, my dear, you have no idea how lucky you've been.
Mm,
Anyway,
mm-hmm.
are you ready to move out?
Yes.
Okay, get your things.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll go.
Uh,
I'll explain what happened in the car.
mm-hmm. Just gonna get his things and meet you guys in the where the car is.
Oh no, one car. You're not taking the car with you.
Uh, okay. Lead the way.
I'll get in the car. Well, I assume you know by now that the Tremere are out, the Chantry is empty, and there has been an attack on a neonate, so we're not taking any chances anymore.
So this is why I'm here for protection.
Yes.
So motherly.
That's how it is. You prefer to be burned? I wouldn't.
No,
Well, there you have it.
I quite like my own life. It's quite nice.
I bet it is. By the way, have you done anything in terms of employment lately, or you're still partying?
Define employment.
You know, means to keep you afloat.
Does mooching off my quote unquote horse count?
how did how did you go from being the second hand man to a major crime lord to this?
I don't know. It must have something to do with all the blood in my body. It's just also uh
In any case, you chose to come here with me,
mm,
so yeah,
yes.
to
You
find a
reap what you
better way.
sow.
Yeah, to find a way to occupy yourself more productively.
Oh, but I am occupying myself in a very productive way.
Oh, shit. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant.
Fucking whores doesn't count as productive.
Uh,
Especially when you can't reproduce.
uh, he's gonna mutter to himself, such a bore. So where
Anyway,
exactly are we going?
we're going to my haven. You'll be occupying the guest room.
Is your toy in this haven?
No.
Ah, good.
Toy? Really, Fernan? Really?
He's just gonna give you a teasy smile.
But in any case, Thorn will be visiting us later, so do behave, please.
Whatever you say, dearest of mine mother.
One of these days, Fernan.
But not today.
Let me
If you had
see.
talked to me like that, I probably would have killed you.
I'm so glad that she's my sire.
well, it would be counterproductive to kill anyone anyway, so for now, let me just tell you this. Find something to do before I need to step in.
Okay, okay.
You can't be mooching off of people. We talked about this.
Yeah, fine. I promise not to mooch off of whores and sluts and stuff like that, and I will be productive.
I swear to God, one of these days, Fernan.
But I did promise. That was a promise. I will intend to keep that promise.
Mm-hmm.
I promise. He puts his hand on his heart. I promise.
No shady business either.
And I thought you wanted productivity.
Yes, there's a reason why we left Miami. Okay? That shit is in the
Uh,
past. So
fine,
that's where we leave them.
I'll go put a resume at a 7-Eleven or something.
No, how about talk to some other members of our clan and see if they have any work for you?
But do I have to work for Kindred?
I mean, it's more beneficial, I think.
Hmm,
Unless you can
whatever
find
you
a
say.
place that is open 24/7 and suggest nothing but midnight shifts, you're going to be in hot water.
You make a good point.
Well,
Well then,
see,
I
yeah,
promise
we kinda have
to
some
talk.
experience. Only some. A little bit. You know, only a few centuries.
Working for kindred owned businesses tends to come a little easier because they know our needs.
I could send you to Insomnia too. Maybe you can be a bouncer there, but I think you won't be very comfortable seeing me there.
Uh, can we talk about something else other than this?
Didn't you
Oh.
mention one of your clanmates, neonate shit, was opening up a club?
Oh yeah, Vance. And I have already told Fernan to go and approach him, but I guess he was too busy. In any
Oh,
case, Vance is expecting to hear from you, and I think you're gonna get along just fine.
oh, I can't wait.
Although I believe that he's even brattier than you, but
Oh, I now really can't wait.
it will be fine. It needs to be done. Better keep it within the clan anyway. Well, they'll soon arrive at the house, cause that's taking long without any purpose. They'll go upstairs. Alexandra will show Fernan to his room, and we'll call Thorn or text Thorn, see where he's at.
Just so you guys know, anything you type in the sidebar chat will show up in the video.
That's fine, that's fine. It's always funny. So yeah, texting Thorn, see where he's at. Steve, if you're talking, I can't hear you.
Nope, right here.
Oh, yeah, I texted Thorn, see where he is. He's gonna
At
text
my
back.
he Thor looks down and no, I'm not busy. hold on 1 second. Put the kitty cat down. Vlad, God, why? Was your sire coming in this evening?
He's been here for a few days.
Oh, that's correct. Put her down. Put her down. I'm having ghoul problems.
You can bring the kitten with you.
Oh no, no, she's fine. Vlad's just
Mm,
being overprotective.
no, you really can bring the kitten
Which
with you.
which Thorn starts actually. I mean, hardcore laughing. Who do you want me to bring? Vlad needs to stay in. I'm training him for home protection.
Yeah, I just need the kitten, okay?
You don't want Chitara?
Fine, you can bring Chitara too, but you have to make sure this is going to be.
It's completely up to you, dear. About to say they can both completely stay in. It
Well, I haven't met the kitten, and just make sure that they are not aggressive towards my guests.
it's a kitten.
Yeah, it's a kitten. I know. And kittens can freak out, so. Yeah. I'll be expecting you in. How long?
Oh, 15 minutes, maybe 25 with traffic.
Fair enough. Hanging up.
In text.
Yeah, well, you were talking, so I assumed you called back.
No, put on my jacket. About to say, and yeah, I called. Put on the jacket. About to say, put the kitty cats and doggy stuff up, and put away the horrible paperwork that I don't like having to do for like the opening of businesses and stuff and all that crap that he hates doing, and drive on out.
So, we'll be sitting in the living room until then. So, we're gonna skip ahead, I suppose. So, if you knock on the door, I'm gonna send Fernan to open the door.
Oh, great.
Fernan, dear, be a darling and get the door.
He's gonna stand up and he's gonna go to the door. Oh,
With
it's
more
you.
fervor, please.
Oh, Ferdinand, a pleasure.
Hi, I always wanted to meet her new toy. Nice to meet you, Mr. Thorn.
You've already met him. Stop
Oh, I
being
did.
weird.
Uh, well, welcome, welcome. A lot of people here now.
Walk in. Let's say, pop the hat on the hat rack. Alex, lovely as always.
Alex will get up, go greet him. Kiss him on the
Oh yeah.
cheek, give him a hug. Come on, don't pay attention to Fernan. He's being a real dick today.
And I get. Do I see George? Is it George or is it George?
It's George.
George. Give him a small bow. Blah 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 blah. Because elder.
You just raise an eyebrow as you bow.
Very nice little one. You want me to roll some dice?
No,
No.
he's just staring at you like, what the fuck are you doing?
Don't mind him, it's
Yeah,
just
Alex is
weird.
trying to restrain laughter.
Once again, just a tiny little half size Asian bow. What? Pleased to meet you, sir.
Well, he has been cloistered with some old folk for a long time, so.
He's gonna pull Alex down onto his lap.
That's how we show dominance.
Mhm.
Oh, this is gonna be juicy.
Welcome to
Uh,
Orlando. Or have you been here before?
Stopped here on the way up from Miami.
It's for the stomping ground. Well, not for. But to say Alexandra's past leads back to Europe. I assume yours does as well, sir.
I would think so.
We're not here to talk about ancient history, are we?
Mm.
So, first things first, how have you been?
Trying to keep up with all the town drama.
Well, you want the long version or the short?
Give me the short.
Well, Tremere are out. Marcus is, oh, we don't know where he
Throwing a
is.
temper tantrum like a 3-year-old toddler.
Eh.
Yeah, that too. One of Conrad's apprentices, a neonate, was attacked
Bye.
by Marcus. I don't know if he survived. I haven't yet called Conrad. I thought it would be best to give him some space given the circumstances, but I expect we'll be finding out soon. So there are some.
With the two boys and the lady Tremere out. How many are left in besides the erstwhile prince of ours? That freak.
Some neonates, some ghouls.
No, everyone is out.
Oh, everyone's out. Okay. Everyone is out. Thing is, that neonate was alone at the time, and as such was targeted. So
Well, it sounds like that was a good thing for us. He got rid of all of his help. He's just held up in there by himself.
he's
It also
not.
makes me
He's not in the chantry. That's what I was trying to tell you. We don't know where he is.
raise an eyebrow.
Yeah. Eve sent her astral projection. You call that? Yeah. Into the chantry, and it was empty.
I would have thought they could have warred against such interference. And sightseeing. Hmm.
Well, here's the thing. I assume you remember Jason?
Of course, the gangrel.
Yeah. He has pointed me to a man at the casino who apparently is able to locate someone if they know their name.
Look at her. That's thaumaturgical in nature. You're aware. That's probably not a gift of our kind necessarily.
I
Though with auspics, of course, nothing's out
well,
of the
I don't
reach.
know what this individual is.
And do you know his real name?
Brenda was what?
Well,
Oh, her.
I assume I do. I'm going to be asking Conrad. If anyone knows it, it's him. I mean, they're twins after all.
A gentleman. And where is this gentleman located? I'm sorry, one more time.
At the casino.
Really?
Yeah, we'll be going there. Just the two of us.
Oh, and I thought I was coming with.
This is
Uh,
business, Fernan. This is
It's a
not. We're
casino.
not going to gamble, okay?
which which casino, just in case?
Yes,
I think
which
that.
casino
Really
just in case.
now? You want me to remember the casino?
But once again, your character might, even if you don't.
Well, yeah, my character does and tells you, but I don't remember.
Gotcha. Huh.
It's some guy by the name of Delmont, I believe. Yeah, Tyron Delmont.
I'm sorry.
Tyron Delmont.
Tyron. Interesting. Very interesting.
Well, there's also another option, which we will also pursue for better tracking. And that's the Giovanni Dawn. Only problem is this guy isn't happy with us at the moment.
Uh, Nosferatu? I'm not met any of their clan in the city. I'm assuming they're here.
They are. You haven't met Tyrone?
I'm sorry.
You haven't met Tyrone?
No, don't
Hmm.
believe I have.
Even I've met Tyrone.
Hmm.
He was at the hotel almost at all times. You probably met him when you were introduced to the
I might have.
prince.
I might have.
Well, he's mostly wearing a mask, and he's very shy, so I suppose you could have missed him, but anyway, I don't think this is up to them. I mean, we could, I suppose, approach, but I don't think it will come to anything.
If they had the ability to find the red lister, they would have already.
Yeah, they would probably inform the rest of us, because we're talking about the safety of the domain here.
Hmm.
So, yeah, we'll have to do a couple of things. Now, I don't know about this Delman and what he's going to ask, but I know that the Giovanni case is going to be hard.
I'd hate to even bring them into if we could help it.
Well, thing is, while the person at the casino can definitely locate him for the moment, the Giovanni can actually actively track him so that we know where he is at any time.
Interesting.
So I would prefer that.
If we can find him in the first place, or can they just simply assure that they can locate him whenever they want? This is quite a feat they're claiming.
Well,
You clearly know nothing about necromancy.
I clearly do not. That is quite a feat to be able to claim that they can find someone at any time that they wish.
well, Eve.
There's this little ritual called a knowing stone.
Yeah.
Listen very hard if he keeps talking, and give him the look of, "Oh, I'm listening."
You know someone's name, you know where they are at any given time. That stone can be used to track the person.
Fascinating.
And in any
They
case,
do have power.
it was Eve who came to me with this information, so I trust Eve.
I believe I do as well.
Then stop being paranoid and questioning everything.
I smile and say, "Of course," because that's not going to happen.
If anything, I would suggest that until this is resolved, you should either move back to the hotel or make sure you have your dog with you.
I doubt my Rottweiler will be too handy against a elder Termir if he decides to attack me. But
Well,
I don't think I'm not overly.
here's the thing. If he sees you
Why would
completely alone, you become a target. If there's even a ghoul with you, I don't think it's the same.
I'll of course be careful, but I
I
doubt he would see me
know,
as a
you're an
target.
adult, you can make your own decisions. Just make sure you stay safe. I would have sent Thomas for you, but I have hired him to keep an eye on a young Toreador.
Give her an odd look, and then a little nod.
You
I
have.
think you're giving away too much there in front of your sire, out of character.
Uh, my sire knows Emma.
No, that you hired an assassin to watch over me for a couple days.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, that. Well, now he does.
I faux pas a couple of times too.
Yeah.
They may not care.
But yeah, I have Thomas watch Emma at the moment because we wouldn't want her to be in any danger. Did you meet
Which
Emma, Thorn? I don't think you have.
I don't believe I have it as well. No, no.
She's a
If we're
child.
doing it by
She's a
stream,
child of the Iron Rose. If you have heard her. Now
no.
you can roll. No, now you can roll.
For having
Intelligence and vampire lore or whatever.
Yep, intelligence, vampire, and/or kindred lore, whatever the fuck I put on your sheet.
I think he even increased his.
I did.
Ooh. And make sure you make the roll in the right place. Okay, there we go.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And this is about Emma. There's no stuff about
No,
Emma,
the Iron Rose.
the Iron Rose, or his childe.
Her.
Is it?
Her.
Then maybe I'm confusing whom I've met with someone else.
Well,
Which is
you haven't met Emma. You probably haven't met the Iron Rose, but you have probably heard of the Iron Rose. Sold as dirt.
If it's
I mean, she's only a few years older than Eve.
Okay, yeah, you pretty much know everything about her, it seems.
yeah, 5 success.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you would know that she has a bit of a reputation, despite being a Toreador, for being excellent in combat, which is how she earned the nickname the Iron Rose. Which is a nickname she earned back in Odessa.
Nelson might want to come, so we might get a call from Emma.
Toreador can be fine warriors, using their presence to rally troops and aspects to pierce shadows and such to see what they're fighting or where they need to direct their force to. If we're doing a citywide sweep, I really would like us to put some filler out to take care of some of these Sabbat that are left. Seems like a waste of
Priorities, Thorn. We need to deal with the Red Lister. The Sabbat have been quiet. But something very interesting. There was a new venture in town that's very interested in the Sabbat. Keeps asking about them.
Question. The Tremere Chantry, it's outside of town, right?
Yeah.
And you said the Sabbat were at the outskirts of the city?
Out of character. Not on the same side though, are they?
Oh, they're on pretty much all sides of the city, on the outskirts.
Oh, well, last we checked, they were near Lake Nona. I don't know if they have.
you want a
spirit from
politics? Would you like a politics check to get more information? Or would that yield me more information?
No, it would not.
there? What are you getting at? Would they go for?
Hmm?
I don't think they would go for the Chantry. The Chantry is full of wards.
I'm wondering if he would go for the spot. If his Camarilla contacts are falling through, and they know that he knows that he's on the list.
Question.
Yeah.
Do you know if he knows the ritual for creating gargoyles?
Jesus,
I will. Well,
Start
I
mumbling
guess
Roman.
I can't give any more space to Conrad because I will have to speak to him. Because no, I do not. But fuck. If he does, okay.
If you want to roll Knowledge Kindred Lore to find out a little bit more about Marcus, aside from what you've been told, you can.
Okay. And how would we though?
Well, I've actually put out and wrote letters to my sire and stuff asking for information in case he's on their radar, and it sounds like he might have been. So I could have got some stuff from him.
Okay. Oh, I got one whole success. Wow. Wow.
That would be enough to, kind of trigger in your brain. Wait a minute. That name has come up in association with Lord Ishar, the Tremere Lord that presides over most of the southern U.S., with the exception of Florida.
That's one of the 7 you're talking about. Am I correct? The 7 regional lords of the Tremere?
No, those
No.
aren't lords. That's the inner council.
Okay, I'm sorry. This is a group right underneath him, it sounds like, or pre.
Yes.
Okay.
But yes, you'd remember that name in association with Lord Ishar. And
Anything
it
relevant?
would not be enough. One success is not enough to give you much more than that.
Well, yeah, but Thorn
How about
got
5?
1, 2, 3, 4,
5.
5. Yeah. Thorn had
Because
a lot.
it's obscure, you do know. Lord Ishar is the one who created the ritual that created the
Jeez. Yeah, and
gargoyles.
I'll bet
And
without.
Marcus was once an apprentice to Lord Ishar. It is very likely that he knows the ritual used to create gargoyles. And if there has been a decrease in activity amongst the Sabbat, it is very likely that they've been being used to create gargoyles at the Chantry.
Ooh, fuck. And Thorn is actually getting all of that. Damn.
Yep.
Thorn's just kind of staying there blinking for a few seconds.
Thorn,
Is
you
your
okay?
Is your phone secure?
Define
No
secure.
phone is going to be terribly secure.
Never mind.
No, just. Is there
I'll make a
something the
call later.
matter?
Huh?
Is something the matter?
Well, no. It's I. I'm from a group of people in an old area. I met several people from an area that were very much involved
Okay,
in the whole Tremere gargoyle thing. Keep in
You,
mind, I'm just 150. I
you
missed
are
all,
being
but I heard a lot of.
so ridiculously vague right now.
yeah, just spit it out.
I might call home and see if there's any of my sire's allies or their allies that know anything about Ivashara and his apprentices and would like to help
Who?
the Tremere.
Yeah,
I might know.
yeah.
I might
You
know
have to
some old
look. You
Bengal.
have to explain to us who Aishar is because the
Oh
information that
I'm sorry.
Shayna gave
I
was
said
what
that.
you know, not what we know.
Oh, then I tell him. This gentleman worked under a famous Tremere that's famous from old Europe times. And he made a lot of enemies between a few clans through Romania and Transylvania and Russia.
Does that relate to the gargoyles?
I might be able to call. I don't know. I'm just gonna call home and mention that one of their apprentices is loose and ask if there's maybe anyone that would like to offer suggestions or help.
Fine. Okay. should we get a call from? What'll be Emma or Arjun? You decide, Nelson, because I think you're.
Since you keep switching back and forth.
Yeah. I do what I want, Arjun.
Narrows eyes.
I do what I want. But yeah, because Arjun got word that, hey, apparently Alex has a siren town. Let's meet the guy.
Oh Jesus! You already met him.
Emma met him.
Yeah, no, Arjun met him too at Brandon's house.
Oh, he did? Oh, yes, that's right, he did.
Yeah, he did.
And then Emma, because Arjun really wouldn't care then.
Yeah, let's not make it more awkward.
I mean, Arjun really wouldn't care. He'd be...
Yeah,
So
I
yeah,
know,
then it
but
will be Emma.
yeah, still. I mean, honestly, I don't
You
think-
do know that Katya would rip him a new one for going to see her by himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Like, and I don't think he would leave Katya.
I mean, she's
alone.
better now. She's better now in this Conrad, so... But yeah, it will be Emma.
Yeah, but still.
Conrad is not in a good place right now mentally.
Yeah.
Okay,
not
so
at
he's
all.
staying with her.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah,
And Conrad isn't fucking her.
he needs her safe. But yeah, she gets a phone from Emma.
Oh, still jump up a bit. Answer the phone. Hello?
Hello. Kinda bored, where are you?
Oh, hey, Emma. At home, we're having a little gathering. Oh, actually, I think it would be a good chance for you to meet some people. Yeah. Have Thomas drop you off.
That works out.
Great, I'll see you in a bit.
And she hangs up the phone.
Well, Emma's coming over. Still look at George because the other two don't know her.
He'd just give a little nod.
So you're going to meet this new Toreador. This is adorable.
I'd like to meet as many as possible. Redlister on the loose. Desperate.
We do have
Interesting
to.
times.
Damn it. If he's making gargoyles, it means that he's preparing for something big. I just hope we're wrong about this. Fernan, you went quiet. What's up with you?
Oh, I was just tuning all that weird shit out because I really don't care.
You should care.
It's
Knowledge
some
power, young
very
one.
weird shit.
Actually,
Are all of the neonates this fucking stupid?
I think it's only me.
I'll say with time. She was about to knock, and she hears that no, and she just goes, "I take offense to that." also, knock, knock, knock.
Fernan, you're far from stupid, so stop playing stupid and pay attention. I know you're bored and inconvenienced, but this is how things are. Deal with it. You're a grown man. Still get up and
I'll go get the door.
No, that's fine. Still go and open the door. Give a hug to Emma.
Yeah, she totally gives a hug back. Hey,
Come in, my dear.
and she comes in. Sees Lucas. Hey, handsome. I don't know the two of you. Hi.
Well, this one here is my child, Fernan, and this is Thorn, a very good friend of mine.
I'm
Hey.
Emma.
Mm-hmm. Good friend. That's what it is.
Welcome.
Alex is gonna elbow George a little bit. Discreetly. Stop it. You're not jealous, are you?
Never. He pulls her back down into his lap.
Well, good. Alex is gonna hug him.
The clan of the Rose has always been known for beauty, and it shines proudly on thou. And kiss her hand.
She smiles. Thanks.
Thorn laying on the charm.
You're sweet. And she'll kiss him on the cheek. And she'll look to Fernan. Yes. Your child, you told me about him. Hi.
Hello. He's going to. He's started to be more energetic when Emma entered the room, and he's quite. What's the word? Paying attention to you more. I don't know if you.
Staring.
Something like that. Yes.
Staring.
Just not staring, come on.
Appearance 5 alluring.
So
The little meshes things covering up her little extras. Is that prestigious sire or infamous sire?
no, prestigious.
Prestigious, sire.
You rolled,
Okay,
you
as
rolled
they-
for it like a few minutes ago, dude.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought.
It should also be noted that her sire created an anarch free state in France.
Ooh.
Yeah, and probably with 5 successes, you probably know that too.
A quite prestigious bloodline. I'm sure they expect much things from you.
I guess they do. And she'll flop on the sofa. So what were we talking? What were you talking about?
About all the
The
shit.
possibility that the Red Lister's creating gargoyles.
Fun stuff.
Yeah, fun stuff. We're discussing the possibility that perhaps the Sabbat has been quiet because they've been turned into flying beasties.
Oh, that's.
Yeah.
I don't want to think about it, but it's possible.
Well, I don't either, but it's best we do. Best to be prepared for the worst.
And while we all know the creation of them was banned, a Red Lister isn't going to exactly give a damn about the rules. So,
I want to stay here, so I'm not gonna tell Mom. She nods.
Well, or you can tell your mom to come here.
She's. I think she's busy right now. She does. I'll see.
Oh, probably. But yeah, the more the merrier when it comes to such situations, anyway. Anyway, off to more pleasant topics. So, how is your evening going, Emma? Are you getting along with Thomas?
He's okay.
Well,
But yeah, I was at home and everybody was busy, either in the room or out, so I decided to come here. Well, I decided to see what you were doing.
well, you're always welcome here.
I shall smile. Always good to know.
Have you seen Conrad in the house? How's he doing?
Oh, you see, I'm assuming she knows he's not doing well.
Yeah, well,
She goes, he.
yeah, you would know that he is stoic normally, but he has been stoic to an almost extreme extent. He's showed very little emotion lately, to the point that it has got, both SDL and Kara extremely concerned.
question.
But he's trying to play it off like it's nothing.
The neonate didn't survive, I take it.
No. They were ashed.
Okay.
And would Emma know about the ashed unit?
Yes.
And it's his Siam, his children, I guess,
No, apprentice.
apprentice.
It was his apprentice.
He lost an apprentice. He's not
Yeah.
doing well.
Unfortunately, we will probably have to contact him because we need some more information. I just need to verify that Marcus Van Essen is his actual name.
Call him.
What, you mean right now?
Now in 2 weeks' time, of course he means now.
Fine, fine.
Giving him more time isn't going to help matters at all.
Well, I suppose.
This is shit that we need to know.
Fine. So pull out the phone and type in Conrad's number. And she'll go to the kitchen to have some more quiet. Ring ring.
Yeah, what do you want, Alex?
Hey Conrad, how are you holding up?
Really don't want to fucking talk about it.
Fair enough. But no, I'm here when you do. I needed to ask you something.
Okay.
We're planning on meeting someone that can locate Marcus. I just wanted to verify that Marcus Van Essen is his actual name.
No. It's Marcus Dragunov.
Fucking great. Okay. Can you text it to me so I have it correct in writing?
Yeah. And I will put his text in sidebar chat.
Yeah. No, actually, put it on Discord better. Since it's actually
True.
text. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna leave you to it. Call me when you're feeling up to it, okay?
Yeah.
Take care, Conrad. So hang up.
I will.
So hang up the phone and get back. Of course that wasn't his fucking name. It's Dragunov. Which was the name of the neonate he was pretending to be.
It was the last name.
The last name, yes.
And you would recall that, because you were there when he was introduced to the prince and the others, you would recall that Katya and Conrad and the others instantly became uncomfortable when he was introduced by that last name.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. I guess that makes sense. When he was pretending to be a neonate and he came to the prince to introduce himself, I was there in that instance, and when he said his last name, Katya and Conrad seemed to be on edge, and I didn't understand why at the time. Now it makes sense. Fuck. Hmm. I wonder if there was anything we could have done. Speaking of things that we could have done or do, And she will actually look to George. You've traveled quite a bit, haven't you?
I mean, define quite a bit.
Well, you've been all around the US, I believe, haven't you?
Yeah.
So, but you've met many kindred, right?
I mean, yeah, as many as one can meet.
Did you ever meet any um Zimisi that was not Sabat?
Emma points to Thorn.
Yeah, but I kind of give you a sideline.
You don't count.
Yeah, not this kind. I mean, one who has the.
Yeah, I met some anti-tribute in my time.
Do you think we could contact one of them? Do you trust any of them?
I mean, one of the ones that I knew has been Camarilla since the Convention of Thorns.
Well, we need one for Katya. Marcus changed her, and I think we should try and help her change back.
And she'd accept the help.
Well,
I mean, I think she wants to change back.
she does, yes. But in any case, if you can contact that acquaintance of yours and ask him if he would be willing, and I can ask Katya if she would accept it, then we can maybe do something about it.
I'll contact him.
Again, you're such a treasure. I just smile and kind of snuggle up to him a bit. Don't be uncomfortable, Thorn.
He'll just kind of pull her in tight.
Thorn's not. He's okay.
Good,
It's
good.
a little bit. It's a little bit over the top PDA. You know what I mean? But that's the only thing.
Well, out of character, yeah, they're totally bloodbound, so yeah. Not
I mean, it's
totally.
not exactly PDA. It's not public.
Good point.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
They're in the privacy of their own home. So
Yeah. You know. Just in front of other people.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Emma looks at them, looks at the two guys, looks at them, looks at the two guys. So who do I cuddle up to? She smiles, like she's smirking. And neither of them.
Ferdinand opens his arms, like gesturing, "You can do it with me."
And she'll come, like hopping over and cuddles him.
Shake my head, dear. Men are like shoes. You shouldn't take the first ones you see.
Yeah,
Oh, whoa. That is very rude.
Never take the first ones you see.
Well, actually, Fernan, maybe you could learn some.
I mean, George was the first one I saw out of the three of you, but he's taken right now.
Fair point. Look over at George, who's the eldest among us.
And the most
Yeah,
looking amongst you. Just
Aw.
throwing that out.
That's fine. Do you have business in the city, or you said you were just dropping by from Miami?
Oh no, I'm dropping by from somewhere much further away, but no, I'm here because Alex asked me to be.
Back of my head, I kind of doubt it was that way instead of the other way around. But I think
But
she did call.
yeah, actually, out of character, I already told you in a
That's right.
scene
Yeah,
they
yeah,
summoned him,
that's
so
right.
yeah, it is that way. Not the other way around. Because out of character again, he doesn't have actually the ability to summon people. I do. He's the warrior type, I'm the other kind, I guess. But yeah, fuck.
If conversation dries up, I mentioned to Alex that me and the young Malkavian are definitely working on buying property and getting a place for antiques and a auction house together.
Oh, quite a lucrative business. Again, try not to fuck this up with your finances. If you reach any bumps, let me know. And make sure that John is okay with his little money problem, you know?
He doesn't really seem to pay much attention to it, but neither do
Yeah.
I, to be fair.
Yeah.
For me, it is for real. It's just a resource to be used. But I'm liable to overspend. So,
It's not about overspending. Is if they look into where this money came from, well, you want it to be legit. The same.
oh, I plan on running
John
every.
has the capability to ask Eve for the money. You
Oh,
realize that,
oh,
right?
he has
And I've got
money.
a little.
He has money.
Yeah, and I've got a little bit.
But they're dirty money, and I instructed him how to make them clean.
Hey, John already got the money clean.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He even told you about it.
Oh, yeah, right. Oh, yeah, actually, I think you did tell me. Okay, I think you're good.
Does George have any contacts that might be useful?
In this city? Highly doubt it.
In any city, dear. I'm pulling feelers out to Libya, Egypt, Paris, of course.
What would people from Paris order books from Orlando?
This is Orlando.
I
Yeah.
should have gone for
This is my
help.
business. No, and once again, business, yes, but a great way to add more contacts and even find secret ways to move things. Maybe we can talk about that too.
Secret
I
ways to
don't
move.
smuggle.
I'm just thinking we may have some cross interest in that department if after things get going.
I don't think we do. Like,
I don't
you
want your
deal
powder.
you deal with antiques and books. I deal with jewelry. Where
Do you not?
where do you see the overlap?
I'm at your other business.
Yeah, Thorn doesn't know about the other business.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, no, he doesn't.
You told me about it.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Steve knows, Thorn doesn't. The only people that
Okay.
know about this
My bad.
business is Fernan, George, and now Eve. Nobody else.
Oh, then pull that back.
Yeah.
But I do ask maybe for financial aid, if because I'll probably need it. I got
Well,
one shiny dot.
well, I already told you that if you
Yeah,
need any help with that, I can provide that.
gotcha. Just fluff.
But no shady business, okay?
No, I want to keep it as legit as possible.
Good.
Right up until it's useful to not.
Right. In any case, so let's not bore Emma with business since she's
Uh,
the youngest one here. Um,
there
Yes,
any?
let's not board her with business.
I'll call mom, see what she can do.
Well, if that's most that will be, we had to discuss. A little bow to there's another bow, a little bow to George. Not a big bow. It's a little half bow. But he gets one.
And he just rolls his eyes.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance, and of course yours as well, Emma. Perhaps we'll be seeing more of each other. Ferdinand, always a pleasure.
Goodbye.
And I
make
wonder
sure
if
you
I'm walking out on a
make sure you stay
foursome.
safe, okay? I'll call you about the casino.
Miss Alex, I'm always safe.
Mm-hmm.
Not when there's a red fucking lister in the city, you're not.
What?
She says, not when there's a red fucking lister in the city, you're not.
As I said, keep your dog with you.
And he smiled. We'll see. Thank you for y'all's concern.
Stay safe, yeah.
And he will exit and go hunt. For the night is young, and the thirst is upon me. And the last time I imagined it was happening, I didn't make a hunting check, but I did find a kitty in a dumpster.
What the fuck?
And Gould it.
I hope you're talking
No.
about your pet kitten and not a kitten
We're not.
that
I didn't
weighs.
go. I didn't go her, and yes, her name is Mina because every Zemise vampire should have a pet named Mina.
Weirdo.
Thank you. Dog's name's Vlad. If y'all haven't figured that one out yet,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, of course we do.
you can't laugh at yourself. Who can you laugh at?
Yeah. Fucking nerd.
Thank you. It's a compliment.
But yeah. So, wanna play a board game or something?
See, that's why he was leaving.
Shall we play some Twister then?
Some what?
Twister.
The fuck is Twister?
Oh, you never heard of Twister?
Dear.
Oh,
Ooh,
No,
shall we
Fernan,
play Twister?
we're not playing Twister.
Why not?
oh, come on. Look, and she'll look at Alex. Of course he wants to play Twister. Look at us.
Twister is so fun, especially with such great company.
I mean, you lose.
Is that a bet?
No, that's a fact.
Oh, so very prideful now.
No, young man. Would you actually try and match your dexterity to mine?
Well then, pull out the
Or my
Twister,
size for that
and
matter?
we shall see.
I
We'll
don't
never
even have
know.
Twister. I have Scrabble.
What? His just jaw is like a gape, like what the fuck?
Well, if you want something more, I guess, less childish, we can play Truth or Dare.
And that's less childish than Scrabble.
Well, it's less childish than Twister.
What? Twister is for all ages. It's not for children. It's for everyone.
Yeah, you're acting like a horny teenager.
Am I?
Yeah, get your
I mean,
shit
out of
together.
character, we played Twister naked at pagan camp, so
That is going through Emma's mind.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Get
I mean,
Yes, very
and
polite.
she'll just go out and say it. I mean, naked twister isn't childish.
Oh, I like what she's thinking.
I'm not gonna play naked twister with my child.
I
Then I
mean,
play Naked Twister with you. He looks at Emma.
hmm,
Should I
I'll
send you
think
to your
about it.
room? You can play all the naked twister you want in your room.
I mean, you say you're not going to play naked twister with your child, but your sire plays naked with sister with you.
It's not the same.
Okay. Anyways, so truth or dare?
Truth or
Let's
dare?
play Truth or
Yes.
Dare.
Emma, you start.
Hmm. George.
Before things get ridiculous, we're gonna end our scene there.
I mean, she was going to ask him a cool question, but okay. If she
Come
takes
on.
truth, if she takes truth.
Oh god, who's being childish now, you guys?
It wasn't
Hey.
that much of a childish question. She was going to ask him a legit good question. If she takes truth.
Yeah, start easy. Truth.
What made you embrace Alex?
There were a great many things that made me want to embrace her. But really, Steve? Little late on that one.
That wasn't late. The timing on that was
That was late
It was
because we
late.
were already playing Truth or Dare.
Yeah. Stand character, people.
But the love I have for her is probably the biggest reason.
She'll smile.
And Alex will look at him starry-eyed.
I guess it's my turn, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You know what, Fernan? Truth or Dare?
Dare.
If you had to do it all over, actually, damn, I was really hoping for truth on that one. Oh well. Okay, we're gonna end it here because I'm not awake enough to actually do this. I'm like
Okay.
half asleep right now.
Yeah, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
We'll leave it on a cliffhanger.
So thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This has been another scene for Unmask Orlando, the Vampire Venue. See you next time.